Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. We got introduced to our other remaining fishy friends, and then Karkat wrote like 2 long-ass memos, which really didn't really get much done, except just have like a whole bunch of his troll friends make fun of him, so that was a bit sad. And now he's about to begin another memo, but unfortunately, or fortunately I guess, he's stopped by someone who's just saying, "Hey, runt." Must be the terminal guy. Wait, this is talking to someone else though. "Hey, runt. Get up, runt. Get up on those goddamn jelly legs of yours. Go kiss the girl." Okay, we just totally jump away from Karkat. I said get your ass up and go kiss the girl, you pipsqueak. Who is speaking with this weird ass accent? They're really obnoxious too. "You're making me mad, runt. Kiss that girl. I'll rip your horns off and put them through your eyes. I'll pop your little head like a grape. You're a wimp and you know that. Make me sick. Kiss her. Kiss her, you wimp. Get up and kiss the girl." You are having trouble bringing yourself to get up and kiss the girl. You kissed that girl this instant. Who the hell is this? Oh dear, why are you so obsessed with having Tavros kiss Friska? You kissed that girl this instant, young man. Tavros. You cannot do it. You cannot kiss the girl. Thief. She's a thief. You will need to be strong. She is strong. What are you talking about? There is important work for you to do. Hey, it's Snowman. So you're the terminal person for Friska. Is that what you're saying? And in time, though prone to distraction and obstinacy, she would, but not alone. Holy crap. To bring every circle close, her partner and rival would have to be guided in tandem. The thief and the seer were to serve as twin lashes of the scourge cracked by a quasi-royal against her own former kingdom, to settle a score, to make him pay. Scourge's black inches would rip red mouths through theirs, and the bright rivers gushing from its wounds would wash her mutiners down the drains of exile. In time they would have to answer for their treason. Patience would be necessary. But then, she recently come into all the time in the universe. Do they know that she is the terminal person for her? Because wasn't it them that like exiled her? I think it was like Terezi actually. So Terezi is probably gonna use Friska to somehow take revenge, and I guess Snowman, continue briefing. Continue scheming more like. Okay, then what? Find the ring before he does. Before who does? She's been having a lot of fun with her chalk. Where is it? Retrieve the ring from the royal vault. Okay, that's gonna be bad if she gets her hands on it. And then she becomes overpowered and kills us all. Oh, destroy it? Why would she want that? Wouldn't she want the ring back? I mean, I guess she wouldn't put it on anyway because she don't want the frog transformation. Destroy it though. I guess so other people can't use it. Still pretty smart. Because I mean, the other, exiled people could use it. I think, well actually, can the trolls use it? Probably not. We know the humans can't use it for sure. But are the trolls also an exception to that? It would be fair, I guess, because the humans can't use it, but I don't know, you never know. You just never know with these things. What was this? Ew. Centuries ago. Land of rays and whatever the heck this is. And yet, right now, the sylph of space was able to vacate the impact site with several features of her buried landscape in tow. She sits atop her session's dormant forge. GA, Grimaxiliatrix. Wait, centuries ago? What the hell? Kanaya replied to memo. You guys have been playing this game forever then. Okay, she has 3 monitors. I wish I had 3 monitors. There's the fact, there's the chat, there's the Trollian thing. Super convenient. The bulletin board. Future Carcinogenesis FCG 599 hours from now. Open memo on board Team Adore Bloodthirsty. Fine then, since past me just banned current me from the preceding memo and doesn't appear to give a shit about my future wisdom as usual, looks like I'll just have to start another memo from scratch. I think it's time to stop the memos. Hey, past me, go have a blast killing the king. I'm sure it will be awesome. In fact, it was awesome. Bang up job with that, dude. Too bad it was all a huge waste of time. Oh, what's that, passhole? Passhole. Pass asshole. You didn't read this and figure that out ahead of time? Or maybe you just skimmed this and it didn't get through your thick bulge? Or maybe you shouldn't write such long memos cause, you know, you gotta do a too long didn't read? What a shock. Memo within memo to present self. Put forth a more concerted effort to impress upon everyone in the past, myself included. What a bunch of fucking idiots they all are. I am learning a valuable lesson today. It turns out you can't alter the outcome of decisions made by morons, no matter how much you yell at them. All you can really do is give them a hard time and try to make their lives just a little more miserable, which sounds like a more noble pursuit than changing destiny for the better anyway, frankly. Losers should be forced to face the music even for the mistakes they haven't made yet. Their punishment is being allowed to make the mistake in the first place. Talk about poetic justice. And then getting soundly berated before, during, and after the mistakes are being made is just the mucus on the grub loaf. The sweet, tangy mucus. Gross. This is dumb. Why did I ever think these memos were going to be a good idea? Nobody cares. I mean, nobody's even trolling me anymore. And I'm leaving myself wide open too, saying some pretty dumb things here. I guess maybe I wrote too many, and filled too many of them with long arguments with myself. No one's going to read through all this. All the valuable information is just getting lost in the yelling. You stupid, stupid idiot. Oh fuck you, why you even start another memo then? I guess there are a couple things I want to get off my chest, okay? Oh god, and now I'm arguing with my current me. I didn't even notice I was doing it. This is really fucked up. I've got to pull it together. Think back to what we might have done wrong. But the thing is, as much as our past selves are a bunch of stubborn, unlistening assholes, I can't even really identify any mistakes we made. It was all pretty much like clockwork. A 600-hour campaign to complete a game like this is pretty good if you ask me. And I have asked me. It turns out me agrees. I can't shake the feeling someone else must be responsible for this. It doesn't seem like it was something that was supposed to happen in our session. Solix had the same intuition about it as me. He thinks there's something fishy about it. Are you implying the fish people had something to do with it? It's really insufferable the way her fish puns have rubbed off on him. It kinda makes me want to vomit. Anyway, he says he's working on tracing the origin of this disaster. If I found out who's responsible, I don't even want to think about it now. Waste of a good fresh page. I'm a little tired of all the old things I've been angry about. It's gotten so stale. In a weird way, I'm sort of looking forward to having something new to be pissed off about. Of course, that's what we all look forward to in life. It's not like there's anything else to live for now anyway, so I'm keeping my prongs crossed. It will be like fucking 12th Parigi's Eve up in here. Last Sweep's Eve was probably the last happy memory I have in fact. What did you guys do for the last holiday? Anyone? I remember my Lucis had been gone for days and I was starting to get worried. But then he finally returned, triumphant. He brought the fresh behemoth leaving into our hive, and together we decorated it. And, I don't know, that's all I can say. I'm getting a lump in my squawk blister. I guess I'm done. I'm gonna lie down now, on the steel floor of this frigid meteor drifting through the black uncaring void of our null session. No, kinda like this memo I guess. Later. So does that mean when you lose the game you're just kinda stuck forever? That does suck. Current Grim Auxiliatrix CGA right now responded to memo. I don't think we did anything special. Whoa, hey, what? Last 12, we stayed in, and I read stories to her. It was nice. Oh, that's cool. This is the first time you've responded to a memo that I can recall. You took it right down to the wire. I was just about to close this thing. Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but then I noticed a conversation in which I was a participant. Which, as it turns out, is the conversation taking place now. I scanned it briefly and then perused other memos for my presence. I found none and returned to this one, but my part of the conversation was gone. I regarded this as a prompt to begin typing and record my contributions live. That is how this works, isn't it? Pretty much. For a while it was frustrating. When I discovered the feature, I kind of breezed through all my future memos, not really reading all of them carefully or thoroughly. Then I looked at it again, and the whole board was gone. Because it was time to make it in the first place, so I did. And then I kept making memos with only foggy recollections of what they contained, while all these other chumps from different times kept giving me shit, including myself. But it was all good, because as I eventually became my own future selves and got to be on the other sides of those conversations, and could do my past selves the service of informing them how stupid they were being, I stopped bothering trying to remember how any of these memos went. Honestly, the last few weeks have been a blur to me. Just non-stop yelling at myself, haggling with past and future knuckleheads, killing monsters and solving puzzles, cycling through all the gates and planets like 100 times, zigzagging down to the battlefield, out to the Vale, over to Prospect, back to Durst, and on and on and on, like that until we thought we won. But we didn't win. We lost. We lost as hard as fat guys fall. What exactly happened? Did you read the memo just before this? No. Give it a read. I'm done ranting about all that for now. Alright, in a moment. But yeah, that's how Trollian's timeline stuff works. You'll get used to it. Or not. Since apparently this is your only memo reply, you were pretty shrewd in sidestepping this whole clusterfuck. It seems like a logical way to engineer a system wherein one simultaneously functions as the reader and author of the transcripts. It's temporally sound construction. Then you're the only one who thinks so. Hell, you probably would have been a better maid of time than the one we were stuck with. What? She's completely shit-hive maggots. Don't even get me started. Are you saying we can have 2 maids of time? I think we are given roles to challenge us that don't necessarily suit our strengths. At least I was. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm sure you do. Or you will. Trust me, you'll be fine. You'll do fine. So what prompted you to respond anyway? I mean, aside from being strong-armed by conversational predestination. Oh, at this point I'm not even sure if I'm inclined to ask anymore. You might not have a choice. Do you remember if this memo was much longer than this? There is a good way to go, I think, yeah. Then might as well spit it out. It's such a silly question. Red or black? What? Your problem. Does it pertain to red rum or black rum interests? How does Karkat know right away without her even saying it? That's not what this is about. Come on, people have been using these memos to sift through their romantic problems for weeks. I am a fucking veteran at this shit by now. Seriously, I don't mind. It'll be a welcome reprieve from shouting at myself. I'm not sure what to say about it. Didn't you at least get a sense of what this conversation was about when you skimmed it? Not really? If I were thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Don't you think it's better to have unrehearsed conversations, even if the subject matter is awkward? Yes, I completely agree. It's good you didn't read it. We can avoid the sort of verbal slapstick routines I'm sick to fucking death of by now. I'm so tired of people being all coy and telling me what we're about to say before we say it. And then we wind up fucking saying it anyway. And then we prove to the invisible Riddler that as Father Time beyond a shadow of a doubt, what a bunch of fucking idiots we all are. Do you have any idea how old that gets after a while? So really, tell me. I know it's on your mind. I get a sense for these things. R or B? Okay, red then. But I guess not really red enough? Haha. Well, isn't that always the case? Story as old as time. Even in places where strictly speaking time didn't exist until recently. Who's the target of these flush leanings? If you don't mind my asking. It's not the asking I mind, it's the telling. In a public forum. I don't think anyone's reading. You just jinxed it and now someone's reading it. Did you notice anyone else join in later? No, it appeared to be just the 2 of us. But can't they read it without replying to the memo anyway? I think that is the case. See, nobody cares enough to bother. I don't know whether that's reassuring or just a bit disheartening. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Their disinterest is more a reflection on me than you. Disinterest is the operative concept here. She's not even responding to my messages anymore. Oh, that's sad. She blocked her or something? Could it be busy? But I'm rapidly approaching a resolution to discard their preposterous infatuation. She? Well, I guess that narrows it down somewhat. Shit. If I think back on events knowing this, I could probably piece it together. How about if I agree to consult with you about it in private, we can drop it here before you crack me like a vault with your weird romance-sleuthing acumen? Alright, deal. It still puzzles me that you are so versed in the topic. Do you have access to a manual archived on a remote server somewhere? What? No, of course not. I don't actually know all that much. I just know this stuff will drive you shit high of maggots if you don't figure out how to deal with it. That figure of speech you keep using puzzles me too. Like, not that I expect you to give a shit, but personally, I am all twisted up about Black Rom stuff especially. Honestly, I don't think I was cut out to have a Christmases. I think my standards are way too high. What, you think you're too good for a rival? Did you know that? This feels so insane to admit, but over the course of this adventure, at times I actually began to suspect I was my own Christmases. How fucked up is that? I'm not qualified to say. Neither romance nor psychology are my strong suits, but obviously it's not true. I never even did any legit time traveling where I could meet myself. I just bickered with past and future ghosts on our chat client. Fitting, really. Every Calignius adversary I've contemplated has eluded me like a phantom, even myself. Whatever, I'm done with it. And what of Scarlet Ambitions? Fare any better in that quadrant? No, I'm not airing that shit out here. Maybe privately. It's private. Let's change the subject. What were you originally going to ask me? Oh fine. Here's this silly question for you. I was just wondering, given your advantage of hindsight, if you had cause to observe at any point in time magic. Like real magic, I guess what I'm asking is magic a real thing? Wow, you're right, that's kind of the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard. I know, it's just that I have a good reason to believe magic is real. Our ancient predecessors discovered how to use it, but then they may have surpassed us in skill by a great deal. You put way too much stock in that ratty old guide. But anyway, no, we never used magic. Are you sure? I kind of feel like it was mentioned somewhere that we did use magic. I mean, let me try to put into perspective how ridiculous the whole notion is anyway. We can alchemize practically anything with the right materials and grits. We can, and did, make super powerful weapons and items that can do practically anything. What additional advantage could magic offer? All this shit is practically magic anyway. I was about to say that actually. Isn't alchemy kind of like magic? But more like goofy sciencey magic, you know? Sure. But everything here is kind of magic in a way, isn't it? Fortune-telling dream clouds and golden moons and shit. If you look around, there's magic everywhere in this bitch. You could have said that in a more romantic way, but sure. It's all around us. Motherfucking miracles, right? Heh. What do you need magic for anyway? I'm running out of ideas. I need to figure out a way to stoke this volcano. In case you and others are successful in recovering the Queen's Ring, you'll figure it out, and you won't need magic, trust me. Just be patient. The answer will come to you somehow. I guess you would know. Yeah, really there's nothing to worry about. At least as far as the details of the adventure go. We were all pretty awesome at this game. Really awesome in fact. Until a little while ago, when it turned out we weren't actually all that awesome. Turns out we were pretty fucking unawesome all along. Still baffled by what would conceivably cause such a crisis in awesomeness post-victory. Well, for starters, have you scrolled up to the top of the timelines yet? No, check that out. Maybe read a few recent memos, but other than that, it's not enough for you to concern yourself with. Just deal with getting through the quest. I'll catch up with you about it when you catch up with me on the timeline, which just happens to be right now. Say hi to me for myself. Okay, I probably won't do that, but alright, haha. What the hell are you doing over there anyway? You mean future me? Yeah. You're messing around with your chainsaw, while Tavros is sleeping on the floor. Oh god, fuck, what are you doing? What did I do? Oh boy. Future Carcinogenesis 2? How can you have both? Okay, FCG2 600 hours from now responded to memo. Okay, everything's fine I guess. What happened? I passed out for about an hour? Fucking embarrassing. You were out of your goddamn mind, you know. Shit hive maggots, you mean? Oh yeah, she cray. Yeah, in a good way though. Okay, I'm shutting this memo down for my past self, since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now. Till then. What the friggin' hell? FCG2 ban CGA from responding to memo. FCG2 ban FCG from responding to memo. Why do you need to ban them? Like, what's the point? I guess so. It's basically like equivalent to like closing, whatchamacallit, the post, you know, so you can't respond to it anymore. Closing a thread or something like that. FCG2 close memo. Kanaya, scroll up. You're truly broke. Terezi, fly up. Okay, when did you get those, huh? Rocket pack boots, or rocket boots I guess, plus wings now. Is this their whatchamacallit sprite thing? Whoop, whoop. Sniff, what the heck now? It's a dragon sprite. Ah, I knew it, dragon sprite. Sniff, sniff. Hey, Terezi. Hey. Hi, Terezi. Hi. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Hehehehe. Your dragon sprite's kinda immature. Must still be a baby. Did die at a pretty young age, so I guess it is a baby. I can't tell what the heck they're talking about. Is this how they communicate? Terezi, respond. Everyone's got them like freaking computer shades, you know? Carcinogeneticist CG began trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Okay, I got your message. Thanks for not hassling me about it in one of the memos to get my attention. I appreciate that. Unless you did, but it was in a future memo I haven't written yet, in which case have a big time fuck you about that in advance. No, I didn't bug you about it in your stupid memos. They are annoying and I'm tired of getting banned for no reason. Posting in them at all is the reason. You're not supposed to reply memos, period. That's the reason. Maybe I will start my own bulletin board, and everyone will be allowed to reply at any time they want. Except for guys with nubby horns. Oh no, they will not be able to reply at all. Grumpy Karkats will be expressively forbidden from Rainbow Rumpus Party Town. Sounds lame. By the way, that will be the name of the board in case it wasn't clear. Yeah, I got that. This is an empty thread because if you made a board at any point on the timeline, I would be able to see it right here and read the whole thing already. Wait. Oh god, you actually did. Yes! Future Terezi is looking pretty cool right about now. Everyone's just gonna start their own bulletin boards. Look, I don't care about the fruity rumpus asshole factory. What's all this about going after the Queen's ring? Well, the thing that is all about it is, we have to go after the Queen's ring. It is a new mission. But we're still in the middle of trying to pull off Register with Jack. Why don't we take it one mission at a time? Yeah, about that, the whole point is to destroy the ring so Jack doesn't get it. Really? I feel like you guys are on different sides currently. Why would we want to do that? Jack's an ally. Also, the mission sort of involves exiling Jack too. This is bullshit. We're not exiling Jack, he's cool. Karkat, he is not that cool. Yes, he is. He's a total badass with a fuck ton of blades and shit, and he's helping us out. Okay, I think it's pretty cute that you sort of look up to him like that, but seriously, I do not get a good feeling for him. He kind of stinks. Let me act it shocked like I didn't see that coming. Fuck, I forgot my horns. I always forget them. Now he got the horns. No. Well, sort of. He doesn't smell bad actually. He smells really clean and shiny and dark, like an oil slick, and there is a tiny hint of licorice there too. It's more like the way he moves. I smell his smooth motions and the way he squints his eyes, and it gives me this really nervous feeling. What a surprise! You are dragging your schizophrenic nose into this. What an outstanding character witness. Objection, your tyranny. Hahaha. The bottom line is, I am not going to exile Jack because you believe you can smell malice off an interpretive dance. Karkat, he's a jerk. He has stabbed you on more than one occasion. So it's more than one time, huh? Some of those stabbings were accidental. Were they really? I mean, you can only accidentally stab a person so many times. Okay, well I know for a fact the third time was accidental. Anyway, you've beaten the shit out of me a few times yourself. But I didn't draw blood. I mean, I could have to satisfy my curiosity, but I didn't as a courtesy to you. Since you still want to keep it a secret from me like a perpetuate little wiggler. Hey, I promise I tell you, I just wasn't ready, okay? Well, it's okay. I know what color your blood is anyway. No, you don't. Yep, I totally do. Lies, I've been very careful. Not like all you classless shitbags who slap your blood all over the place every goddamn minute like it's some weird fetish. What the heck is that? Is that emoji? Is that a Oh, it's a okay. What? Bah, hold on. What is it? I said hold on. Sometimes it's hard to pick out the letters from the hollow projection. I need to get a closer look. Are you licking your glasses again? I hate it when you do that. It's fucking disgusting. Nump, what would ever give you that? A B? What? A biz? I don't know how she's saying. Hehehe. Terezi, get a closer look. Yeah, she's licking them glasses. I mean, she licks everything. Are we even surprised at this point? That is better. It's much easier to read your color this way. You're drab at dirty pavement gray, on top of bright candy red, like a shiny lollipop. Does that sound familiar, Karkat? Yes, I'm extremely familiar with this sort of nonsense by now, sure. No, I mean gray on red. Like the way your skin conceals your blood? She does know. What? Candy red, like your planet. You have strong cherry cough syrup in your veins. It is completely delicious. Who told you? Did Jack tell you? No, he doesn't talk much. I figured it out myself. How? I got a closer look. Remember? No. Pfft. You are playing so dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I cleaned up my wound and changed my shirt before I even met you. I've been extremely careful. So you're going to have to fill me in. It was when I got close enough to smell under your skin. She's a little bit freaky sometimes. If she's like smelling stuff under people's skin. Please, Karkat, do not pretend that you forgot about our little moment. Whoa. You mean during... Fuck. Okay. Shh. Let's not talk about this. Not here. What'd you guys do, huh? This isn't a memo. It's a private correspondence just between us, remember? I know, but damn it, writing all these memos has made me paranoid. It just doesn't feel secure chatting about it over the client. I don't know. We can talk about it in person. How in person do you mean? Uh-oh. Look at my eyebrows getting carried away here. Eyebrows literally getting carried away. Karkat, help. Those are out of control. Those are eyebrows? I thought they were horns. They are horns too. They are whatever I want them to be. Don't change the subject by being cute. Well, apparently I just can't fucking help myself, can I? Nope. How can you even smell so damn well? Anyway, you give me a hard time about being coy about shit, but when it comes to your crazy senses, you're so vague. It's like trying to decipher the daily horoscope riddle. Or the riddles for all 48 signs combined. 48 signs? Holy crap. Ugh. You are a relentless subject changer. Fine, it's okay if you don't want to talk about it. God, you are so shy for an angry guy who wants to be a big shot leader. It's ridiculous. Look, we'll talk, I promise. Why don't you just say some stuff about yourself for a change and cut me some slack? Okay. Okay guys, this is a private conversation that I have been privy to, so... It's not that private. Oh, another mystery page. But I didn't get the password for the other one yet. Did I? I'm sure I mentioned after you met my sprite. I learned from her through my dreams. Before she hatched. Yeah, but it's still so vague. That's the whole point. How about a straight answer? Okay, I'll try. When I went blind, that's when I first woke up. And my lucids helped me wake up. Sort of. You mean on Prospect's moon? Yes, but except for a very brief moment. I was blind in my dreams too. The dream self-image I project can't see, because I guess deep down I don't really want to? Why is that? Is it out of spite to Friska? I know I'd probably be cool with it out of spite more than anything. No, not that there wasn't some satisfaction in being okay with it. Grateful about it even, and making sure she knew that, but that's not it. The day it happened was the first time I ever heard from my lucids. She woke me up, and ever since has been teaching me a different way to see. A different way to perceive everything, I guess, not just in a sensory way. Okay, so why did you never tell me any of this? You wouldn't have gotten it. Even now you still don't really. You have not even seen Sky yet. How am I supposed to wake up? I don't know. Something different does it for everybody. How many of us are awake now? How much of the future did you see before we started? In the clouds, like Kanaya. Also, how did you go blind anyway? What did she do to you? I don't know why you're so cagey about that. I still don't see how she could blind you without being anywhere near you. I guess she could mind control her and like just make her take her own eyes out? Although, was Terezi one of the people that she couldn't mind control or something? Don't remember. Obviously she can't control you, so what gives? Karkat, shut up. God, how about if I tell you all about that stuff next time we are in person? I'm beginning to wonder if Terezi did do it to herself, maybe literally out of spite, because it seems like the kind of thing she'd do. In fact, I will tell you when you wake up. Until then, I will keep tabs on you in your tower while you sleep like a little honey pajama pup nestled in its cocoon. Wait, let me guess. Do I look adorable? Actually, you look kind of like a big pile of smelly barf. Rude. Wow, what the fuck? Of course you do, dumbass. Oh, then good, I guess. Okay, I've gotta fly. Don't worry about the ring mission. You can stay busy with Register. I will organize the new mission myself. Later. Wait, Terezi. Please don't tell them about my blood. I want to tell them. I mean, I will tell them. Later. Once they respect me as a leader. Okay, I will keep that secret if you keep this one I tell you. Which is that, between you and me, Karkat, I think they already do. Bye. Bye. You mean they already respect him as a leader, or they already know about the bullet thing? Gallows Calibrator GC ceased trolling Carcinogenesis CG. Carcinogenesis CG ceased trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Wait, what? I didn't know you had to like cease trolling the other person as well. Carcinogenesis CG began trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Okay, a heart. Heart from CG. Carcinogenesis CG ceased trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Okay, now there's 2 pages. Is this another mystery password page? But I don't have the password yet. Is this the same page? I think this is the same page, right? If you don't know the password yet, it means you're not supposed to dummy go back. Why is it popping up again? Was I supposed to have gotten the password? I mean, maybe I was supposed to keep a lookout for this symbol, which I have not been, to be quite honest, so maybe I did get the password already? I don't know. I don't know. I have to come back to it because I really don't know what it is right now. Okay, so we will keep that password thing in mind, and then we'll continue with Bodge. This must be Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff. Terezi Ascend. Oh my god. Kid, where you go? I was going to show you my stabs. Ah, stare are those wings. The freaking hell. Time to fly up away to sky, you fucking piece of garbage. Okay. Bye, Terezi, bye. Terezi, bye. Puiz. A Puiz? Okay. Make her pay. Who will we make pay now? Who's this little troll figure? Ooh. Whoa. What happened? Oh, we'll go back in the past. Yikes. It's a very intense animation right here. So she did mind control, right? But how'd she do it? I thought she couldn't. That's crazy. Oh, she made someone else do it, of course, as always. Psychic double. Wait, hold up. She's literally transmitting it. She sent her thought to Tavros and then he sent it along. And she kept sending it along? Psychic double reach around. What the freaking hell? What? This is a bit of a reach, man. This is the biggest conspiracy of all. Wait, isn't this before the game started? She made her wake up before anything even started. Wait, what? She made her stare into the sun? Is that how she lost her eyesight? What the freaking hell? I don't see how this is making anyone pay. Freaking hell, the trolls have freaking powers, man. They don't even need weapons. What the heck is this? Are we having our showdown? Oh, jeez. She just slapped the crap out of you. Tadpole's just like, don't fight, guys. Well, I guess she won. Can't beat a dead robot sprite, you know. Slap the freaking hell. What happened? I don't understand. A lot of stuff just happened right now. It seems like a whole bunch of them woke up though. Oh, she got her ass beat, man. Make her pay. So, it was her making Friska pay? But who's saying this though? Make her pay. Why are you causing drama between the trolls, huh? Who's this? No clothes, no shame, no crumb. What the freaking hell is this? The gray ladies. Okay. Are they sister to the blue ladies? Freaking slick man causing trouble. Was it you? I guess he was a jackass, right? He was a jerk all along. Atta girl. Why are you doing this, huh? We couldn't trust him all along. He was not an ally. DD, move this along. Someone needs to grab the reins on timeline management here. These delinquents waste too much time. Can't seem to conduct their business with any efficiency at all. Payback scenarios notwithstanding. There's always time to be made for a good comeuppance. So what are you saying? You like them having their revenge? I don't quite understand. Skip to the end. Skip to the end? What is the end? So this is Slick, right? Wait, hold up. He's the terminal for all of them then, right? Because there's a whole bunch of monitors there. So there could be like at most 8 exiles, I guess, if you put it that way, right? Because he's like the terminal person for several of them. I don't know. Skip to the end of her dying? Oh jeez, what the freaking hell. Quit bossing me around. I'm not okay with it. This is Friska, right? She wrote it? I know what I'm doing. Wait, did she write it or did the AA write it? I'm kinda lost now. That's what I like to hear. As you were then. Okay. Because I think the person that was talking to Friska before was the queen, right? The exiled queen? I don't know, I'm a little lost here. Alrighty, I skipped to the end. What's the end though? The end of like game? Oh, how are you doing that? She's multiplying. And she has like Friska's blood all over her. Future Apocalypse Arisen FAA 216 hours from now. Open private trans timeline bulletin board. Road to the undoing. FAA 216 hours from now. Open the memo. This private board will and has already served as a log of past events for future selves to record and a guide of future events for past selves to follow. I don't know which half of its role has been or will be more important. Possibly neither is critical since deviation from the course is mostly impossible and reflection on its traversal is completely irrelevant. But I'm typing this anyway. Because I'm bored again? Past Apocalypse Arisen PAA 601 hours ago responded memo. Are you just using this to talk to yourself from different timelines? And here I was thinking we were finished taking orders from voices. We've only swapped the imperatives of the dead with those of our future selves, who are also dead. Yes, it seems that way. Oh well, it was an enjoyable reprieve from fatalism while it lasted. I nearly managed to savor it. An error narrowly avoided then. I think we should refrain from dialogue in this memo, without resorting to bannings or absurd exchanges of self-repudiation. Yes, yeah, I agree. I just thought I'd interject that and go, okay. So, she's using this to talk to herself, right? Or is everyone using this board? It's a private bulletin board though. So I think she's just using this to talk to herself from different timelines, which I guess arguably you could say that's like really smart. Ooh, she has a video log. I guess that means she's been recording everything. We will and have already amassed an army to confront the Black King, an army consisting of our alternate future selves, each one rerouted from a Doom offshoot of the Alpha timeline, each given another chance at a constructive influence over the ultimate outcome. By the way, if you didn't know already, a future self returning to the past from a Doom timeline will always be slated for imminent destruction herself. It's one of the rules, and the unfortunate reality is, this will and has already been a mass suicide mission, or it would be, and already would have been, if we all weren't already dead. Well, that's very depressing. What was the point of it then? It means it was all for naught. Mobilizing ourselves in such numbers would be required to neutralize the king's psychic attacks. It would take our combined concentration to dampen the abilities he inherited from Golub? Something like that. Without the cumulative effort of our Doom reserves, without the heightened mental and physical endurance of our robotic vessels, without the untimely demise we all shared before this began, victory would not be possible. He will kill us all with one dreadful sound. Oh, because he has the power of that... the glob thing. Oh, that really sucks. I don't know if it was just bad luck, or an extension of the curse Karkat insists he brought on us, that lead to the incidental and unfortunate prototyping of Feferi's powerful Lucis, without which the battle would have posed a little challenge, I think. It was more likely just another inevitability, a product of collusion between the disparate forces at play. A bargain struck between what Skya knows already and what the gods demand up front. Together they orchestrate trials sufficient to ensure that in overcoming them, we will be proven worthy of inheriting the ultimate reward. What is the ultimate reward? A ribbon. Whoops. So it seems like her video log captured all this stuff, whatever this is. And so it would be and has been already, that while distracted by the combined efforts of our Doom Legion, the king would be aggressed by the others, and even though each would be well prepared, perched on the highest rungs of their echelons, equipped with the best weaponry Gris could build, versed in the deadliest frame motives Boondollars could buy. So what you're saying is you had the best gear and you still lost. So it was doomed from the beginning. Even though the meteors from the king's own reckoning would be turned against him. And even with one impossibly lucky roll of the dice at the final moment. Does that mean, like, really everyone's dead? Because this is all, like, data from her video logs. But she's alive because she's a robot? Perhaps? We will only narrowly succeed. Look at this, there's so many of her. So she brought her future, well, alternate timeline selves, I guess. But ultimately, yeah, there's like various copies of her, but there's only one of each of these guys. Strange. We would prove our worth, but you guys lost? And the reward would be within our reach. And yet, what happened? But only momentarily. So weird seeing all my trolls together. Before we would be able to claim it, we would be interrupted by something, which would be ushered into our session by a rift in paradox space. A rift which we would determine will be opened by 4 members of a fledgling species who will be playing in another session of the same game that we will have already played. So you're saying you are about to win and then John and the others ruined it? That would be so awkward, so terrible. That is just bad. The rift will lead to the great undoing, without necessarily causing it. Not directly. Such rifts are themselves supposedly benign, useful even. They are catalogued phenomena within the game itself, with a provided means of creating them, and a wide range of scenarios for which it might be prudent to do so. The insifosphere locals have a more formal term for them. They typically refer to such a rift as what? You guys just blew up. Oh my god, is this the weird Tumblr pose, you know? What am I talking about? The color of the sky thing, you know? Totally reminds me of that. A scratch. A scratch? Like Doc Scratch? Well, shit be broken, yo. The direct efforts of a scratch are limited to the session invoking it. CAA. What's CAA? I don't know. Current? Oh, current, yeah. The direct effects of a scratch are limited to the session invoking it. We would not experience or observe those effects from our session, but we would experience the consequences in the form of that which prevents us from claiming our reward. He whose hand will be forced by the scratch to emerge from hiding. Like I said, she's watching her logs. But there would be no adequate way to prepare, even with all the foresight at our disposal, for a foe more powerful than the king we will and have already defeated, for a demon who is indestructible, omnipotent, and enraged. You mean Lord English? Oh jeez, how many versions of you have been torn apart? While the rest of the party would abscond, our duplicates would buy us time. They would all be killed. Again. So, I'm guessing like I don't know why I say real, but like the important versions are like safe on the, I forgot where they were in the Vale or some crap, but then all their other selves got murdered. All except for me. This is just as well, I suppose. What would we even do with all those copies anyway? There's a lot of time crap going on, and I'm very confused. We will return to the site of our hatching, so to speak, where we will hide amidst a veil depleted by the reckoning, and wait, drifting in the wide orbit of our soon-to-be-no session. Banished from the universe we left behind. And what does this mean then? We're just like stuck on a piece of rock in the middle of nowhere in space forever? Forever? It's just zooming more and more out. Okay, we get the point, dude. It's so zoomed out, we can't even see them anymore. What does this all mean? I don't understand. And yet am being denied the ultimate reward. We will be barred from entry. This is getting really weird. I'm just looking at like galaxies for some strange reason. Okay, we're like zooming back in now. Are we zooming back to Earth? Or something? So we get back to the other kids or some crap? Into the universe we created. Wait, what? So you're saying that it all technically started with the trolls, but they created Earth? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? That doesn't make sense because you said the kids' session interrupted your session, right? Because I know the code that Karkat executed said two universes are simultaneously created and destroyed, but I don't understand what is going on. Okay, in any case, end of Act 5, Act 1. Whoa, guys, this is a good place to end it because in the next video we will begin Act 5, Act 2, which will get us back to the beta kids, back with John and Cole. And I feel like I didn't really learn anything. I mean, we certainly got introduced to the trolls and their session and everything, but it's just like it's such like a high level overview of their session. And I don't really quite get what happened. I mean, it seemed like they were about to win, and then they lost because they were interrupted by John's session, or John and his friends' session. But I think what they're saying is like they're in a different universe, which is like these are the two universes that are simultaneously created and destroyed. I don't know, I'm just really like throwing random guesses in the air. But in any case, this is the end of the Act 5 Act 1 and of the Trolls Act, I guess. I'm sure we'll return to them in the future, but I guess the focus won't really be on them anymore. Or I guess it'll just be like on them and the kids, because they'll be like working together closely, kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. I'm just really guessworking everything here. So we will leave the episode here, and we'll pick up the second half of Act 5 with all our favorite characters plus our other favorite characters in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.